Hey Rebecca, it's nice to see you again.
Thanks. It's nice to see you.
So last time we talked a little bit about some issues you're having with your brother and some family members you can really count on. Um, so compared to last time, how do you feel you're doing today? Any
Um,
better? Any worse?
I mean, I've been working on trying to be less confrontational when I'm around him,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's helping a little bit.
Okay.
It's really difficult because sometimes I feel like he needs to be responsible for his own actions,
Okay.
but I can't control him, and I'm trying to remember that.
Okay. Do you feel that you're talking to him more now?
No, actually, I feel like I'm probably talking to him less,
Okay.
but I feel like that's better.
Okay. Why do you feel that it's better to talk to him less?
Um, so you guys like, the more I talk to him, the more risk there is that something's gonna happen. There's gonna be some kind of
Okay.
drama.
Okay. How often would you say you talk to him now?
Mm, probably once a week or so.
Okay. Do you feel like that whenever you do talk to him, the little bit of confrontation that's there, you think that you could spin that in a different direction?
Yeah. And that's what I've been trying to do. Like, there have been several opportunities for it to get confrontational, and I've been trying to be mindful of it
Mm-hmm.
and not let myself go there.
Okay. So it's good that you're trying to find other ways instead of just confrontation with maybe anger or discontent. What else, as far as family wise, has your family tried to mediate it all? Like we talked about, maybe having that third party around?
Yeah, it's hard because everyone in my family feels some way about it, like they're not exactly objective, but I do feel like I've expressed my concerns and in a way that was like non-attacking,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of helped some of my family members like see my point of view and
Okay.
know that I wasn't trying to like, I'm not trying to be the bad guy, I'm not trying to be confrontational.
So, how does your husband feel? Does he still feel objective about it? Or
Um,
is he kind of taking your side now?
I mean, I told him that I'd like him to get better involved, like kind of be more supportive,
Mm-hmm.
and he's aware of that, but he's not. It's hard for him to make that effort.
Okay. What do you, what about your sister? Your sister's still living with you, right?
Yeah.
Has she been able to take some of the stress off of you so that you can kind of focus on building that new relationship with your brother?
I think so. Like, I think she's pretty understanding because she feels a lot of the same way that I do about him.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps to vent to her,
Mm-hmm.
and we're able to talk about our feelings, and so like when we are around him, we're both kind of aware of the other, and then we can kind of both make an effort, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it does help that it feels like she's kind of in my corner,
Okay.
and that we're both like have the same objective.
Good. Has your brother saw your kids since our last visit?
Yeah, only once.
Just once. How did that interaction go?
It went okay. My kids really love him, so I try to be mindful of the way I talk about him and stuff in front of them,
Yeah.
and the way I interact with him. Um, but it was pretty pleasant.
Okay. So overall, it seems like you're doing your diligence to build that relationship with your brother, maintain the relationship he has with your children, and have a good support system. And you're trying to find ways to cope and just be civil. So that's always a great step in the right direction.
Yeah.
For our next interview, between this interview and our next one, why don't you try to spend some one-on-one time with your brother and actually just you two so you can talk and kind of express some feelings you have for each other and tell me how that goes.
I think it'll be hard, but I can try.
Okay. I think that would be a good step. That way, because we've already done the mediators, we've had the third parties. I think the next step is the one-on-one contact.
Yeah.
Be very beneficial. That way that you guys can maybe get back to the relationship you had before.